This is part 4 or 5 of the Blackpowder Allegiance run. I'm tired of doing these part 0.5s. And I have to reboot the PlayStation every time because it just maybe the problem with the PlayStation. Maybe I'd have to rebuild the database or something, but I'm tired of this. Yeah, I actually started the stream right on the title screen. So we're gonna have to sit through this loading screen. Thankfully, it had to be at the end of the quest. What's that? Yeah, I'm back in this location. Whatever. I should get a shield and an amulet out of it. Now, what do you know? It has nothing on it but lightning and white collar, which means I basically just wasted my time doing this. Because it's supposed to, this is supposed to spawn the double loot lock. It's spawning with nothing, just like the Borderlands cog did. Weird. Now why is it a level 16 amulet? It should be level 17. Okay, why don't I have the shield? Did I do something wrong? Did I accidentally made him snap out of the thing? But I think I can actually get probably get the shield from the vending machine, because for that condition, you probably just only have to do the quest itself. And that shield always has it can recover your life when that shield is full. And also, unfortunately, there isn't any of the vending machines nearby right now, which means I'm going to have to be selective what I pick up. But since we have that abrupt ending, that the part why is that a problem? Because if you just go on the trending in the Wonderlands app, you actually won't see it. But you can actually still see it on YouTube. It doesn't upload to PSN in that case. We're not doing Battle of the Bones. And we're not doing that quest either. We're doing this one. Get out of my face, you stupid skeleton. Wow. Well, that's good night for that badass mage. Just go hit that thing with my old frying pan. I believe this is the last skeleton before that mushroom shows up. Pop goes that skeleton. Nightshade, I cannot use that. That is a Dahlia. And that means I actually cannot use any SMG or heavy weapon for that matter. Because Blackpowder don't make those kinds of weapons. Blackpowder shouldn't make SMGs because they're not Blackpowder's line. They're not suited for Blackpowder. They're not going to kill in one shot. Then they won't be a Blackpowder. That one just got one hit by my spell. Oh, actually, I cannot really do anything about that. Not until that mushroom is... last mushroom is destroyed. Pretty decent DOT over there. You are avoiding all my attacks. How smart are you? Smarter than an actual zombie. That one's not very smart and just went in my face. Took its skull right off. I want to take some time. Spiteful Bloom! What do you spite me for? Did I ruin your life? Did I? Huh? Huh? That night just went splat. Good night, Spiteful Bloom. Looks like to be the Blackpowder. It's a Blackpowder sniper. I need a high level handgun. I don't have any. That's basically, it's a level 10. Well, this actually has that magazine that I do not like. It's the, you have to reload one bullet in it at a time. Which means it's, that's right, its reloads are slow. Because of that. But at least it does have one advantage. You can shoot it when you're trying to reload. It's the same case with other magazines that reload one bullet at a time. Like the 6-round shotguns and the 3-round Torg heavy weapons do reload one ammunition at a time. Boot knocker that I cannot use. Take that, guys in the shell, bonehead. Yep, I'm out of space in my inventory. Yeah, not necessarily good. I'll probably have to ignore those, or either that or come back for those things. Sell everything that is not a black powder. That's a 6-round mag as well. Well, mine that I have is better. I'm using that instead. And infuse Emerald of Thought. Since this has nothing on it and it does have lightning white color, but that'll increase the Geist in the shell, but I am not gonna keep that. I'm gonna sell that. Because it didn't spawn what I was supposed to spawn as. I'm gonna check my ring situation. Take the pistol mag size. This other one is just melee, and we're not doing melee. Unless we somehow ran out of ammo, which we're not probably not gonna run out of ammo. Haven't even done that once. The reason why it's usually you're not gonna run out of ammo for a black powder. Because they're high base damage, and some of these guns right here don't have high fire rate, so we're not going to consume too much ammo. This one actually has an enchantment. It's an extra skill active. That's actually useless in my case, because you're never going to have that with the barrage. If you're using the blizzard, that'll actually work. But I'm finding that I found that the barrage does a lot more damage than the blizzard does. The blizzard just does its damage over time, but it's very weak. That's especially the case during chaos mode. Do you have anything I could use? Seeing that does have an actual element, I'm going to use it. Take a little break from that Teledrum shotgun. Yeah, I know there's guns in that chest I just didn't pick up, but I just want to go ahead, do my thing. As you can see, this thing actually does have an element. It's the only non-unique weapon of Blackpowder that can be elemental. The other ones cannot be elemental. In the Blackpowder, magic barrel shotguns are actually the only magic barrel shotguns that can spawn without an element. They are the only ones. Everything else always an element. This is one of the few things you can do elemental damage in with the Blackpowder. Of course, legendaries that are Blackpowder that are elemental, like you got the Catatumbo. And that's where handbow does not have an element. The crossblade always has 2 elements. Merlin's razor also, that is always elemental. The rain of arrows, that does not have an element though. Echo and Phoenix, that has an element. Crossbolt generator doesn't. Usually although the crossbolt generator did have a buff, I find it weaker than pin rods that it's based off. It's not even that good. Its ricochet effect is not very good at all either. You can't really. Its slow fire rate means its damage stacking mechanic isn't as effective. It doesn't really benefit that much from the masher trigger either, just because its special effect, you can not only have one crossbolt at a time. You can't have multiple, it can only spawn as one. And the damage that those extra crossbolts do isn't very good either. Overall, it's a pretty poor assault rifle in general. We might be even weaker than single jack, which is the power barrel of the Blackpowders. An Echoing Phoenix that comes from the same DLC as the Multimirrors, which means, and that one you have to fight the difficulty before they even have that thing even drop from the Wheel of Fate and elsewhere. It's kind of hard to hit flying enemies with that magical blade. This magical blade is much slower than a bullet. Nice barrage. Certainly that thing took care of it. Barrage doesn't actually proc the Geist Shell because it does ability damage, not necessarily gun damage. Even though it benefits from gun damage, it's ability damage. Oh, here you go, my favorite testing ground. It probably means I'm going to have to pick up punch fodder again. Knock that thing away, that won't become a problem. And my objective is simply defeat all enemies. Bonk! That skeleton warrior. You know, this has a Cyclops. This thing does not actually spawn outside of this quest. So you only see that once. Everything else does spawn afterwards. Fairy ore, I cannot use that. Like the old shambling skeleton. And we got zombie shrooms. Wow. The malevolent bloom. I'm going to use this against the mini boss. Malevolent bloom is gone. Like in this barrage, it's like many of the action skills, it does decent amount of damage. Plus it helps, it can have 3 charges unlike most of the other action skills. That's a boil maker. I am still gonna use that shotgun though, cause talk about the double-barreled one. I'm not talking about the magic-barreled one. I cannot believe I got shafted on that Volta's amulet. Why didn't it spawn for anything? Is that because I'm too low level or whatever? I don't know what the level requirements for it to spawn with the loot lock. Money, money, more money. And I simply reached the level 18. I guess for now we're gonna expecting a called shot. I'm gonna change that later on, just because I don't really want that. Yeah, both its action skills to be able to use. I'm still keeping the barrage and not using the others. The others don't really fit with the Blackpowder theme like the barrage does. One summon the companions, one is a rainstorm, which is elemental. Doesn't fit with the Blackpowder either. Technically those magic build shotguns don't fit with the Blackpowder, but they exist in this game. Crossbow. The crossbows, however, do kind of fit. Yeah, it's weird like that. This Blackpowder, technically that's not used to fire a crossbow bolt. Ding that thing. Yeah, ding the things. If I got 19 That is because my amulet gives mag's eyes. Well, that should not even happen. But it did. Shouldn't be able to fall off that. Which means I lost money that I did not even intend to even lose. At least that gives me a second chance at those targets. Yep, I did hit all of them. So there was actually a silver lining to me falling off this thing, giving them a chance of those targets. How did you not open? Unfortunately, it's didn't get stuff that I wanted. But we're going after the boss, and after that, I don't know what I'm going to do after this area, though. Might go after the other ancient obelisk in Queen's Gate, because I can access that now. I couldn't before. Well, I finally got a better one of this. It's increased melee damage, but I don't really care that. Just a better gun to have. That's a helical of the Navigator that actually shoots a crossbow. Unfortunately, that is 2 melee damage. It's a one-shot, one reload thing, though. Well, I got armor. It's basically armor not even using. Ability damage, eruption. Quite an eruption of gills. Sell that. Much as I don't, I still might keep that. Just because calamity is a fairly good thing to have. And I'm gonna take care of that Boilermaker. Unfortunately, it's so long for this thing, but this fires faster, and the load isn't gonna be too good though, but I'm not gonna look at the undervended machines because might be not able to afford the purple rarity that I might want. Crit hit. Critical hit. Yep, I'm really popping this parasite. What do you know? I'm gonna shoot like this. Instead of just waiting for that to fully reload, I'm gonna just shoot it every time it tries to load a bullet. Bullet or shell, I mean. None of that stuff is black powder, and none of the rings and stuff are only spell damage, and I'm not gonna bother those. Simply because the spells aren't my main damage source. Why do you keep giving me these things when I can't really afford them? Silly game. You really had to do that. Yeah, at least I got the iron sides. I'm going to sell this Sunder of Ruin, because also this Spectral Talons and these Cascading Magic Barrages and other stuff. This is iron sides. It doesn't show what the special effect is, but most of them don't really do that. But what it does, and I can demonstrate that out of this place. Fast travel to the overworld. Yeah, I'm going to do a few things. Maybe one of those dungeons, and maybe some of the campaign challenges of the Queen's Gate. Oh yeah. He just simply jumped down and lost his life. Trump is micro. Yeah, I can show you this Ironsides. I shot that thing in the head, no critical hit. Weird. Yeah, you see that cannonball it does, it's on a crit, you get that cannonball. That cannonball jumps away, weird. does what a cannonball is supposed to do. One shot, one kill. I'm doing the old Jacobs motto. Took one shot. You weren't using the Jacobs. It's the most powerful sniper rifle I have right now. That does not look. That does not look like to be a Blackpowder. I can tell by its shape. Crit on that old coral crab. Boom, boom. Got a river of oil. You can't get a Gatling in the pistols. Oh, and this is the last stage of this dungeon, and none of these bosses actually, none of these mini bosses actually spawn in the Chaos Chamber. Get rid of that pirate captain. Captain Swallow. Well, I did it! Yay! Gunrag says it's his fire spore warden. Challenge complete. We're actually headed back to Queensgate. I'm gonna do that thing, and I'm going to call this a day. Yep, Queensgate. And I'm going to get that obelisk from this area.
Yeah, it's no arrow on that. It's just a picture. It didn't come out. I'm telling you.
Oh, I just checked those vending machines. I didn't buy anything from there because there was nothing I needed in there. As you can see, you see this coral. It wasn't there before. That's because Torg just destroyed the entire ocean. Yep, that's it until a certain point in the game, which is that certain point in the game. Oh, that thing right there. Well, War Troll just got trolled. Same with these goblin axe throwers. This is Droll the Troll, which is the mini boss of that ancient obelisk. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this thing. I'm not leaning for this thing to reload. So, level 19, I've leveled up. That's my inventory. Looking at my skills. Yeah, this skill right here. I'm gonna respect after this stream, so it will not be the same as it is now. Well, I'm ending the stream right now. Thanks for watching. This is imMinutemanMatt. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out. Hopefully next episode I don't get any disconnections.